And we're going to be on cash now. The pistol's about to start. One thing I like from the previous round is the dynamic AWPing. Sorry, the nice bad start. One thing I like is the dynamic AWPing from Arya. Running around AWPing people on train seemed quite good, but I feel like the more static AWPer might prevail on this map for the most part. But I don't know how consistent Mo was on the previous map or where he
his
will play.
performances are very up and down, I think. Sometimes he's great, sometimes he's a bit flat. I mean, Thorin called him out the other night for that.
That was fun.
That was good times.
Yeah. Then Mo started on a tirade of tweets like Kanye West or something, going in on Wiz Khalifa. That's all I know about those people. I think that the dual AWP will be more viable for EchoFox on this map. Obviously, you know, you can put the AWPs in almost every position, or pretty much every part of the map, A, mid, and B. You can put the AWPs there if you want to. I do wonder if I mean, I suppose Splyce could do the same with Arya and DAVEY if they choose to do that on the CT side. On the T side, I don't think double AWPs are warranted.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you can always make it work, I guess, but I don't like that. So I don't think it's way too over the top. I think there are some teams that try to do it, but I think that it's actually suboptimal Counter-Strike by doing that, because you only need one. Because you only need the one pick, or you only need that one job to be done in most situations. You don't need to spread it out. And it's highly... I think actually Thorin made actually a good point about this kind of thing as well, but we can go back to that because we are jumping into the pistol round. So we'll come back to the T side double AWPs.
Nice.
And now we have not even a single kit there for EchoFox, which is okay. Got door push, beach door pushing, but who will push the door? It's like Splyce pushed the door there, James.
Well, no, the CT's pushed the door and the T's ran through it, if you want to get technical, Dan. Roca's the last man standing now. He's taken down Professor Chaos, but he's got 3 more to find. Arya and JR are heavily tagged, but I'm sure Roca's going to be looking for the headshots, and there's the first one, very smooth indeed. Can he find the last 2, though? A bit of pre-fire coming in from Roca as well. That sensitivity, man, he is just sliding all over the place. So he's being trolled by these T's now. Goes for a nice little fake there. Now he's down to 1 versus 1. Doesn't have a kit though, so DAVEY can continue to run around. He's going for the hero defuse, Dan. The hero 10-second defuse.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate for EchoFox, because they actually didn't buy a single kit, which can be fine. But one thing I like a lot, which we don't see enough, is
Liquid would have had 2 kits, Dan.
I suppose they would. Gotta call out on that. That doesn't make any sense. 2 kits on a retake strategy. Anyway, there's actually one really cool strategy I want to talk about, but we do have a force buy, so maybe it's not the time to talk about it. We'll see a quick tag there onto DAVEY from the scout of Mo, so going to reroute some of that aggression from Splyce back into the A side of the map. And Arya's going to take over middle, and you can see how he's just being very safe here, trying to pick off any players that are lurking around. And also staying on top of the boost, so you know, if he does die, the gun is not lost to the CTs at least.
I think he just jumped down onto the pipe.
Oh really?
Well, he's in mid now, so yeah.
He in mid.
Never mind. Moving over towards the vent area.
Go ahead, James.
Well, alrighty then. There's a 3-man stack over towards A from EchoFox. Mo is alone with the scout. He's playing passive scout on B. I don't know how that works, because he's basically stuck now, but he's going to get killed regardless, isn't he? Of course he is. Sean Gares is moving towards CT alone. That nade, is it going to do? Oh, it's going to do chunks
of death.
A little bit of a chunk anyway. What was going on there? Was he just walking past the vent towards T warehouse? That was a bit bizarre. But the CTs are going to try to get away and save what they have. Those CZs and armors can be taken into the next round, although Roca's has been taken away swiftly by Arya, who seems to be wanting to push these 2 on his own with an AK-47. Is that the best idea? On this occasion it is, but I think a lot of the time there he's going to die to one of them. So in fairness, he had a teammate towards teammate.
So yeah, one cool thing I can talk about is this can be like a full eco for EchoFox, is that there's this strategy. I showed this to Threat last year, that I saw one team run. I think it may have been an old edition of Hellraisers, I think. And this strategy was run like over a year ago. And what it was the idea of basically, because the meta game is so heavily revolving around retake age, and lots of teams were still running A as the T side. Just checking here to see. Okay, actually, is this a round or is this garbage time here? Because we actually have a boost coming in. They've actually got a frag already. You never know. They picked up the AK, so they don't have any Kevlar, of course.
Well, perhaps there is a round to be had.
Yeah.
That said, DAVEY, I think did he push all the way through B into Z connector? I think you can talk about that.
Yeah. So a very interesting round is that I saw was what they did instead of just allowing the T's to take the A bomb site for free and play A retake. What they did instead was to focus everyone towards A and play B retake. And the interesting thing about this is that typically the idea is that B is very hard to retake. Okay, that's what everyone is thinking. That's why you'd rather stack B and stop them from planting there and then retake into A. That's the basic theory. So what instead you do is you let them take the B bomb site, and you have set smokes. A smoke that covers the B storage and covers the vent room. So that way, because let's say you have lots of time as a T side, when you get the plant, you leave like maybe one guy on the site, and everyone else goes into the vent room and into B storage. So then you just flash in with these smokes, and then you're on the site, and they're stuck behind the smokes, and then you defuse. And it's actually, threats actually use that to success in recent times. Actually, that kind of stuff actually works. Anyway, we don't ever see it, but yeah, it's lots of stuff that's still to experiment with. We can talk more on this later. We do have a gun round on our hands, and is there a counter boost going on in mid? There appears to be a bit of aggression there from the CTs.
Yeah, Sean is up there and dropping a smoke into mid. So surprise, Arya, your AWP has been taken away briefly, as has all your hit points. Hit points, health points, I think it's hit points.
Health points and hit points, both the same thing. Basically.
Oh really? I didn't know that, Dan.
Depends if you're playing D&D or if you're playing something that's a health point game, James. It means the same thing, just depends how nerdy you are.
Oh god. So roca is alone over towards the B bomb site, and A2Z is coming to help him. DAVEY's moved into checkers towards B. I think perhaps that's his smoke that's put down at the entrance to B, which creates an unknown with regards to T's moving into checkers, which is why the rotation has come in from A2Z. He's looking over towards the T spawn angle at the moment, where the bomb is soon headed with two players. So let's see if the rotation is going to come in from the CTs. Perhaps got some counter flashes coming in from the CTs themselves. Ruchelski gets one traded, but A2Z will come in and finish things off. And EchoFox make their way onto the scoreboard. Allow me to be the first to congratulate them.
Arya has no money. Why is he so poor? He's so poor. Unfortunately, Arya is not going to have much on him, but his teammates, they will be rolling around in the glorious weaponry and grenades, and Arya can do nothing but just watch and live vicariously through his teammates.
Ooh, we've got aggressive pushes into A main from the CTs, but A2Z is going to get taken down by a pistol. That's not good. Smoke comes in from the CTs. I don't know why they smoked that, because that just allows the T's to pick up some weapons and get close to the sites and execute in the situation. Sean has the high ground, but he's going to get taken down. We've got mad trades all over the shop, and it's going to be 2 versus 1. Mo with the AWP needs to get a fast kill here. JR out in the open, exposed, but killed, unfortunately. So the CTs have been very quickly reset by the Splyce team.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard for the EchoFox to get back into this at this rate,
perhaps,
due to the fact that it's just really painful. Obviously, they want to get the ops on Mo. They want to get running with those setups. Now, due to the fact that Splyce have a situation like this, we need to see that sweet anti-eco action, that sweet coordination. So far, they're playing defensively on B storage. Not too many risks are being taken. I think they are out into mid with DAVEY. DAVEY's alone out mid. So what I don't like here is they're a bit too spread out. They are coming together now, but quick aggression in door, quick aggression in middle could actually, they would just get 2 versus 1 here with CTs. But Splyce, they're slowly walking in, slowly taking the aim battles. into the B-bomb site. The bomb is quite far away though, so generally speaking, you know, this will end up being somewhat of a clean round. But I feel like there are definitely ways to tighten this one up quite considerably. Lots of improvement there, I think. Actually, something Hellraisers did quite well, which surprised me today, was their anti-ecos.
Yep.
They were actually really tight on maps like Cache, which is very cool to see. But almost using too many Molotovs. like, whoa, guys, calm down. You're Molotoving everything. No one can go anywhere. All right, so 5-1, and we'll see a very awful buy here for EchoFox. No grenades. They're going to have to go with some aggression. They will try to push door. Roca's there, but roca will get traded upon. Does have the help of Rix, but Rix is going to have to fall back. A lot of CTs on this A bomb site.
Yeah, they saw the bomb in Squeaky.
But they need to get the defense actually rolling in here. And how are they going to do that with no counter grenades really to speak of? Health is low on Rix. The Molotovs are starting to float in there. They've actually, I think, tried a Molotov twice into MBK, but there's still obviously a player there, A2Z, who's unaffected by all the grenades. He will be behind the smoke now, so that smoke kind of helps A2Z a little bit.
They have another Molotov. They should definitely throw it over there as well. Third time's the charm. A2Z pushing through the smoke, and he's going to re-emerge to get the important frag. There's a bomb carrier as well. Nice play by him, but it is down to 1 versus 1. Arya versus Sean Grills. Arya's in a main with the AWP, and Sean's going to take a bit of a pot shot. Not sure if he realizes that Arya's got a bomb, got the AWP, excuse me. You can see he's going for that nades that almost never works, although I think that one might be a reasonable enough spread. So Sean charging towards the site again. Arya still on the big green gun, but he's looking in the wrong direction. Sean's going to get a free kill here. Can he pick up the AWP as well? Yes, he can. Marvelous.
Can you imagine their surprise when they Molotov one position twice, and the guy who's standing in that position kills
them all.
Basically wins the round for the team.
Yeah, no plant for you. Get wrecked. Okay, 5-2. EchoFox back to winning ways, but they will continue with an inferior buy. It was interesting that Splyce had a Mac 10 in play for the previous round as well. There were a lack of helmets on the CT side. Arya shooting between the 2 targets that he saw there. Again, it can be a common issue with an AWP. You don't know which one to shoot, end up shooting in the middle. Like a weird brain thing, I guess. Well, both B-Lurker's been taken down, and the numbers of Splyce are dwindling at the moment. That's Chaos picking up the bomb. Abiz trying to duel on the A site on his own, but being in the doorway, he is going to get shot through the smoke. So 2 versus 3 now, and A2Z and Mo just waiting, holding angles while Roca comes in for the rotation. Bomb's going to get planted. JR is at the back towards quad. There are smokes down. It's a new smoke coming in. There are 2 smokes on the CT side and a molly on Professor Chaos, so perhaps he can do something with that. JR's going to get a nice tap onto A2Z there. Molly's been thrown as well. Still a smoke onto the CTs. They're coming with the guns. Down goes Mo, leaving Roca alone. Looking for Chaos. Chaos has been settled, and the bomb, does he have time to defuse it? I don't think he does. Oh boy! Wow. That's got to be less than half a second defuse there.
They got to
hero defuse.
They've got to force up though. They have to force buy in this position, Splyce. They just have to force full force buy, please, 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 please. Yes, there we go. Yeah, I mean they did so much damage, and they've got the bomb down 2 rounds in a row after losing 2 rounds in a row. So that buy bonus plus the bomb bonus. It's just happening, and all the pressure on the. I mean, they will just completely. If they win this round against EchoFox, they're going to crush their economy straight away. So
it appears that there is a wall of smoke waiting to be deployed in the mid area. But again, mid has been abandoned by the EchoFox team. They're just going to rely on that smoke to keep things cool. The wall of smoke comes in. Sean Gares is rotating back. There is a smoke towards the vent as well, so nothing to be seen here. Quite literally from Sean Gares. Very nice smoke indeed. Fast play into the B-bomb site. Roca's on the site, playing around the smoke at the moment. Spots one player down, 1 second player, can't get the spray. Needs to reload soon, he's only got 8 bullets. Almost gets the frag, but DAVEY will come in to take him down. So bomb's going to get planted. Nice stop there. A2Z actually has other ideas. So many trades coming in here, but it's going to leave Rix alone versus 3.
And this is kind of nuts here. Splyce is doing a pretty sick job. Rix is going to try to run back and save now. and they may even consider hunting him because the thing is that they can almost lose all their players, even though they don't have any money. The thing is that EchoFox are going to be way more screwed on money. So EchoFox are going to be a spot where they need to they'll likely go for the 4 spy next round, I think, because how much money do they have?
Not much money.
So they're going to be down to 2K. So yeah, actually they may not 4 spy. They may just buy pistols and then save ones. I'm not sure. It'd be up to them. I think it's a little bit marginal, but they may very well 4 spy. But yeah, that's the point. Is that the next 2 rounds, EchoFox's spies will be very weak. It's cool that Rix does keep hold of his M4 though, and you can see his teammates. They is very poor, and I like that DAVEY's going to be on a Mag 10 here. So even if they do get Kevlar helmet, if they were to force spy or whatever, you just want that player that can just dive into positions just to quickly just draw fire, and if he does die, you get the trade, and it's not a huge loss. You're not giving away too much, and with rounds like this, you want to try to play them fairly quickly as well. Don't give the CTs too much chance.
Nice.
And oh dear, we're going to have one player isolated away from the rest of his team, and that's going to be a Mac 10 there for roca. So at least the isolated player was the one with the Mac 10. That's fine. And that also gives them a bit of information that there's not, if there is, some players on A, at least it's not a stack.
Well, bomb to be planted. There's an M4 onto the CT side. Gets a nice kill there, and JR's going to get traded. So now there are serious problems here for the T's. So many kills in just 1-2 seconds, and it happens so often here as well. Everyone's dead.
They all be dead.
Everyone's dead. Not even sure what to say.
That is crazy, isn't it?
I mean, in this qualifying tournament, there have been so many scenarios on so many maps where one team's been on an eco and just seen savage like 3, 4, 5 kills in 2 seconds. It's madness.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things, I think it's actually fine also to be heavily critical of rounds like that, because you've got one team that's in a spot where they do have a really big advantage. If they just know how to play it, then that makes all the difference. So that's like the easiest thing to prepare for as a team. Of course, you can always, even if you have the best Force by anti-round in the world, you can always lose a round. You can always lose those rounds still. So
close, but not close enough. I think there's an argument for, or I'd like to explore, like putting a wall of smokes rather than on an eco smoking between forklift and the red container, but putting a wall closer to the electric box. Because the smoke has a reverse problem in that it allows the CTs to get closer to the site almost for free. And when they're on an eco, that's dangerous. Whereas if you instead of putting a smoke towards forklift and red, perhaps put a wall of smoke like a bit deeper than the electric box, walling off over there, and perhaps one on short as well, then that would be, you could have much better lines of sight more safely as T's post-plant than otherwise.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. That sounds pretty good. Ooh, wow, okay. Splyce, Mr. Professor Chaos, he's gonna win that battle there against the player on boost. It's kind of interesting to to have that kind of a peak as a guy on boost, because you feel like you want your team to kind of bait for you in that situation, so you can kind of like allow everyone to run out and just gun them all down. But we shall have mid taken over by Splyce now. Sean Gares just gonna easily get some free shots in the back.
Well, he let Mo die though. Mo died on short from that player.
That's fine.
Mo dead, that's no problem. No problem.
It's only
cannon fodder.
He's the decoy there to be a distraction. But yeah, that's going to be EchoFox picking up another round. It always feels as though Splyce have thrown a couple of rounds away here. EchoFox definitely doing very well to get 5 in this position, because they've been in some really rough spots when it comes to the money and stuff. So EchoFox done really well to get 5. They have the up on Mo finally, which is nice. A bit of a pop flash play into the A main area, and that will yield them a quick advantage on the players in this round. We've got Abe there in the door with Professor Chaos. They don't really have much really going their way. And there's Mo with the pot shots. So nothing much really happening at the moment. We've got DAVEY though, he's going to be pushing checkers and finding a quick one-shot. That's pretty surprising. And I wonder if he can get something else with this. A2Z with his attention turned. He's got a great position there. It's a fantastic position. DAVEY was absolutely screwed. And it looks like EchoFox are cleaning this one up pretty effectively now. So they look to, they stand to tie this map, and you know, one thing we've been talking about is how the metagame on Cash has changed over time. This map has seen some of the most evolution of perhaps any map in the map pool, and we've gone from a situation where it was very commonly, you know, 12-3 to 10-5s on, you know, CT to T rounds, to something like 5 T rounds to 10 T rounds to 5 CT rounds. Is, you know, it's becoming much more T-sided these days as teams have really worked out so much more about the map.
I thoroughly enjoy this map. Thoroughly enjoy this map.
It's a fantastic map.
Funnily enough, like, it's not Luminosity's best map, but by watching their demos, I learned so much about this map. Which is kind of amusing. But there we go, there's always more to learn. Always more to learn. Wall of Smokes again is looking like it's coming out from the T's, but this time we've got Sean playing close to main actually, so if he sees those smokes streaming in and faces the wall, he should be able to avoid the flashbangs. In fact, he's going to go into the vent, and that's going to cause... oh, Mo's actually pushing a squeaky. Nice play by Sean, so that smoke next to the vent to allow the T's to get into the vent itself has actually helped Sean Gares be obscured in the vent. So it looks like Splyce needs to add a Molotov to that play. HZ getting taken down towards the B-bomb site, and Roca's going to trade with DAVEY. Lands have to get onto the site. Professor Chaos couldn't get far enough away from that bomb. Gets a nice dink onto Sean Gares and a follow-up bullet, but Roca finishes things off. EchoFox surviving with 3 players, 7-6 as we move into the dying round of the first half.
Indeed, and you know, one thing, you know, we can also add about the meta game is that there is definite differences between the meta in Europe and NA as well, just due to the tendencies of the teams, which is what creates the meta game. So you know, that example of it being quite T-sided in Europe is not necessarily applicable right now to how the teams in NA are playing the map too. So it will be very cool to see how T-sided is interpreted by the two teams here, and looks like that peak there against the Pistols going to be punished pretty heavily. Punished for missing your shots. Although the grenades raining in from the remainder of the defense, they're looking quite powerful at the moment, getting some burn damage and even a burn frag onto Abe. The bomb will be planted, and it's a 3 versus 3. Rifles being picked up. So there is a chance now for Splyce to just win the round.
What is that song? Hello, my old friend. Roca and Sean Gares moving up from the car. DAVEY gets taken down, so there's a man advantage for the CTs. Nice flashes coming in. Professor Chaos in main, looking for people to engage with. We've got one CT going up the ladder. Will he be spotted? Doesn't have much HP. Down he goes. Again, walking sideways ways looks weird. So Roca versus JR. JR has to peek. Doesn't get the frag, not going to matter. Surely Roca does not have time on this occasion. There's been two scenarios where we've seen Rick's like just walking, facing an angle away from the action, which has just looked hilarious. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of sneak into this corner. Don't mind me, I'm just going to be over here watching what's going on. Yeah,
and the funny thing is that round all started because Splyce started to just get, you know, they were on the pistol buy, and EchoFox, I forget which player it was, just walked into A main by himself to just challenge long range and go aggressive. So, you know, you always have to question, you know, whether it's worth the risk going aggressive into without team play setups into kind of a 4-spy scenario. But either way, we do have the 7-7. We have the mid-aggression from Splyce. They have lost a man in their map control efforts. Mo's down very low here, but still alive. Still alive and kicking. And we can see the bombers in squeaky right now for Splyce, so they really want to get it onto the A site. And right now, the full attention, the full force, full might of EchoFox is raining down upon the A bomb site. As Sean Gares picks up another frag, we'll see fire everywhere defensively as the incendiaries are laid down. And now it's just one man, Abe, with very nice maneuvering there with the ladder, able to pick up another frag, but he has to get 3 more kills to actually win the round for his team. And I don't see how he's going to do that. He's got such little health.
Well, it depends on what the CTs do. Rick, I think, is going to jump peak onto the box and win the duel. So EchoFox take a 1-round lead on this occasion. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at the kills there. We can see roca and Sean Gares. Sean Gares is almost always top fragging for his team, it seems, despite being the in-game leader. He's up there putting in work. We've got JR. I haven't made a single Dallas joke, by the way.
Is it like the situation where Threat are top fragged for NIP at the major James?
I wouldn't say it's that situation, Dan. That situation was a little bit special.
That was definitely not optimal there for NIP. They did win the map, but it's not optimal for NIP.
Some might say it's suboptimal, Dan.
Yeah. That still is hilarious. It's like a guy that has no individual skill anymore. He's not played for a year. Just gonna top frag there. Fine, it's fine.
Yeah, Threat is a very amusing man. All right, so who do you fancy for this map then?
Honestly, it's impossible to say because one of the issues is that the rounds that you think should be somewhat guaranteed are a bit too coin flippy. You know, these forced buy situations, there's so much can be so much success there. And the thing is that when that happens, when teams are in that spot, usually it means that they can create like horrible economic time for the opposition. And sometimes they can then quickly put the opposition in just a pistol forced buy situation, and then it gets all weird. And I don't predict anything, James.
We have double raid boss on the on the EchoFox side. In that roca and A2Z have PT50s and Kevlar. We've got the one diffuse kit onto Abe, and a nice engagement coming towards the B bomb site here. Professor Chaos trying to play the ranges as per usual. Working out well so far. JR's going to get headshot in headshot. And this is going to be falling apart for EchoFox. No frags for them yet. Abe for A2Z and Mo are both running out of HP. And there it goes. One kill only for the T side.
That last frag was very stubborn for JR. But yeah, let's see how Splyce can play the CT side. Now they get that good CT economy that they are certainly going to be feeling good about because they can play their game. The only thing they have to avoid now is getting wrecked by the force buy. Are we going to see a full force buy? We've got a couple players who are going for it. It's starting to buy a little bit more. Okay, everyone's bought. So a couple players who are not investing as much. Mo because he wants an AWP, I suppose, and roca, he's going to be on the Tech 9 head armor, and Kevlar, same as Rix. Sean Gares with the smoke and a Molotov and a flash. So Sean Gares looking to disposition some TTs, looking to try to cover his teammates with that utility and trying to get them into some positions to do some damage. You expect them to combine though, and they're a little bit spread out right now. You want them to combine their pistol strength to swarm the opponents, use that strong running accuracy of the Tech 9s to get into a position, and they are busting into the middle now with that one smoke, that courtesy of Sean Gares, and the Molotov can go down, and that's starting to charge into the D-bomb site. Long range with the Tech 9 eventually gets it done, but losses are being sustained here for the T side. EchoFox, another frag, but still they're falling behind on men. Now it's all down to Rix, and he is spamming his heart out with that Tech 9, and
he's got 4 kills then.
There are frags happening. Because it's you never know, rolling the dice every time. But here he goes. Bomb is down now, and in comes DAVEY, snaps him in the face with that M4, and he'll get the defuse for the team. But that was some ridiculous damage. In fact, this is one of those spots where you just force up again if you're EchoFox, because you just did so much damage.
Echo force.
And you got the bomb down. They can even get 2 AKs. Yeah, I think they're gonna force it up. That's good. Sean Gares knows what's up.
Blat, blat, that's the sound of my gat.
Did not know you had a gat.
I don't even know what a gat is, to be honest with you. I mean, I know it's a gun, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know what gun
gun
it is, you know? Yeah. Or anything about it. Must be an old one, though, I presume. There we go. So, 3 CTs moving over towards the A site, and indeed, EchoFox have gone for the force up. A2Z doesn't have any armor. And I feel like, I don't know, Sean Gares has a Tech 9 and armor, and A2Z has a UMP and no armor. You can let me know how you think the order of those guns should be. I'm not quite sure myself. Sean Gares is moving in, and hey, it's paid off for him. Close quarters, headshots, I like it. Picks up an MP9 as well. Arya is going to try and hold the site. Kills 2, gets killed. Man advantage for EchoFox, including A2Z with no armor. Nice kill there. Punish onto roca for planting the bomb. There goes A2Z as well. Down to Mo with an AK versus 2. Playing around the smoke. They have no idea where he is. Showing himself. He's going to get instantly sprayed down by both players. And the defuse will come in to make it 10-8.
Yeah, I was just going to say, JR has been having a stonker of a game. He's doing quite well, is JR. 21 kills. And EchoFox, everything will be stolen from under their feet there. And as their bonus continues to grow, as they lose rounds and they keep getting bombs down and continue doing damage, they are still incentivized to go for the force. But I think right now, it's going to be harder for them to be as successful because Splyce are going to be much better on the utility, even though the MP9 is still in action for DAVEY. But let's see. We got the quick peek there from A2Z. He's going to spot that there's nothing going on in middle here, not even a smoke down from the CT, so they're just going to walk out, and I actually think that's fantastic. I wonder if this is going to be missed by the CTs here. Wow, DAVEY spraying down mid-range with the MP9. And now they spotted Gares on the highway, and they're aware that the Ts are just moving up through this blind spot. Splyce that have left open in the round, and once again, it's just going to be down to the B rotation to take the retake against 4 players. They're probably not even going to go for it. Their economy has been just economy has just been through such a horrible time.
It's been through the washing machine, Dan, like Smith's passport.
Yeah. But I really wonder there if there was like a miscommunication as to what was going on in middle, because Splyce abandoned it completely at the start of the round, and I mean you have to credit EchoFox for punishing it, because when A2Z steps out there and it's like, wait a second, there's not even a smoke here, wait a second, there's not even a CT here, and it just walks up, takes the opportunity. It's good play from EchoFox, and JR, he's doing a lot of damage here. Gonna keep this weapon alive. He's gonna get 4 kills with it. That's actually pretty huge because, of course, he gets a lot of money from getting all those kills, and he keeps the M4 alive. And his team actually could force here because he can drop the M4. He's still got nades. He can buy an M4 again himself, and the rest of his teammates can actually buy, even though Abe will have not as much. But it looks like they're gonna go for a save actually.
You kind of have to smoke mid, because if one of the Ts has a forward spawn and tries to kill a player while they're rotating to short and you don't smoke it, then they could just continue charging in, because if there's no player there, and obviously there might be a player close quickly at Z connector, but if there's no player there either, then there's probably no player. And then bad things happen. Double push from Squeaky, but it's been spotted, and there are Ts ready to deal with it. DAVEY is going to go down. Arya's forced to use his smoke to suggest a rotation, but he's going to stay there for the time being to catch any would-be EchoFox players chasing him down. Well, any EchoFox players would be chasing him down. Would be hunters. Would be something or other. Leave me alone. 4 Ts moving through the site now, and Arya continues to push and gets punished for it. So a nothing round for Splyce, or something round in terms of money spent. But we are down to a 10 versus 10. Rather, a 10-10 score. I am talking gibberish, Dan. DAVEY is on the AWP on the C side as per usual. 5 AKs coming out for EchoFox, and more nades for the T side, which is a little bit worrying for the Splyce team.
And the crazy thing is that this is the round where you start to really see what damage JR did previously when he got those 4 kills when they tried to charge him down. Because EchoFox don't actually have any cash now. This is kind of an important round for them to win, just to secure some more economy. But yeah, I look at the forward positions there from Splyce. They've taken over A main with Arya, which is good. Now that JR is lost, you need to have some forward info on the map. So that's really cool from Splyce. Yeah,
the rotation's coming in now as well, from both teams. Roca, again, demonstrated exactly what I was talking about, peeking the Z connector guy before the smoke goes down, getting the frag, and that means easy split to B. Arya is flanking though, and the entire team is around the B-bomb site for the CTs, but they're all getting wrecked, all shots in the face. DAVEY with not much to do but run for the hills, run for his life.
Yeah, that's pretty painful indeed. So Splyce will be on the back foot now, and I wonder if they're going to be able to buy anything in the next round. So this will be their 3rd loss in a row. There's 3 players. Obviously, they have actually almost 0 cash on everyone, so they can have $2,400 thanks to the loss bonus. They're going to lose probably both players at this rate. DAVEY, nice shot through the door there. He will be eliminated finally. So they're gonna lose everyone. So they're completely reset at this point. They're likely just gonna just get a couple PT50s and just save once, and then come back into the next round with something. But I did enjoy their aggression there. As you said, you know, it allowed them to get the rotation preemptively, but still, they just couldn't hold on to the site for long enough, and they just got completely stomped there. So there's a nice entry from EchoFox onto that bomb site B. Ooh, very dirty position there from Mo on the sign at T-spawn.
My favorite position is on top of the site. DAVEY seeks information. Ooh, Arya managed to get past, it seems, and a careless T could get compromised by Arya's position, but Arya's going to get a bit greedy and sprayed down by Rix. Garden hose for you, sir. Ooh, that got a bit rough. But the T survived. No kills for the CT side just yet. Just biding their time over towards B. So EchoFox take a lead now.
They do indeed. But for how long will their lead persist is really going to be the question that we are all going to find out very soon, as Splyce are going to be on the buy. So this will be their big opportunity now to stop EchoFox. But you know, it's going to be their best chance to stop the bleeding. But then it gets, you know, from then on it gets a lot worse if they're not unable to do so. And then EchoFox will look like a shoe-in for this map, for map 2. And you know, Splyce did win map 1. I think it was 16-10. I think in the end on Train. What's the next map again, James?
The next map, producer Reese can inform me, please. He said he's just putting his clothes on. He's just walking around naked. So,
okay.
Inferno.
Inferno.
Marvelous. Thank you, Mr.
Inferno.
Producer Reese. Inferno is the next map. So let's see who is going to close out cash. Will it be 1-1? Will it be 2-0? This round will have will go some way to telling us the story.
We got aggressive mid play from Splyce again.
DAVEY's walking through the smoke and A main as well.
Boom, there's the molly for the vents. And there is a player in B storage with the bomb who has the angle there, but they didn't actually get the kill on Professor Chaos, who was, you know, forced out of the vents. He's down quite low now though, on 38 HP. And it's getting some tags in. It does look like EchoFox really want to push this this B side of the map, and they have forced the defense there to play very defensively on the bomb side itself. And here is Rix with a nice little molly there onto the bomb side. A couple mollies, so nice little execute here from EchoFox with the nades. And it's going to be really hard for Splyce to hold on to, but they didn't actually get a molly onto headshot. And so now it's going to be a bit chaotic as we see JR just jumping through the vents, getting a backstab there. Mo is a backstab of his own, but it's going to be down to a 1 versus 2, and he's on the A bomb site, James. He's incredibly far away, interestingly enough. Way too far away with the AWP, so he doesn't want any of this. And this will be the, like the fourth round loss in a row, I think, for Splyce. Yeah, that is correct. So they are going to be in a position now where, with the AWP save, they can actually force buy if they want to, as it's going to be their well, I guess 5th loss in a row then. It's $3,400 on top of what you see there, so they'll all be around 4K or so. And with the AWP save, that is definitely justifying a buy at this late stage of the second half. Now, EchoFox, they pretty much just walked into a B execute basically from that position. That's more or less exactly what they did. And I wonder if they'll be encouraged to just continue doing stuff like that. Because if it's that successful, then why not?
Why the hell not that?
Why
they have done it in various parts of the map, done it in mid now, and done it in B as well. Where will it be next?
Oh, they're actually going to save one. That's interesting. Because they could have gotten full nades with FAMAS, I think. They had like $3,800.
Yeah, they've got $2,600 to $3,000 left in the hole.
After buying Kevlar and pistols, so...
Nice.
That's unfortunate. I think the FAMAS with the AWP would have been definitely a good shout for this round, but hey, they're going to get the first pick, although there is a trade. And it does look like EchoFox are thinking about doing the same round. You can see they're all converging around the B storage area. And this time around, Splyce, I mean, they're going to lose the AWP now. And definitely looks quite sad on the B bomb site for Splyce. But can they afford an AWP now? This is the thing, like, yeah, they'll be able to afford an AWP, yeah.
Yeah, they got that. They got that lost bonus.
They got that cash.
They got that lost money.
They
got that money from failing time and time again.
But now EchoFox is going to be on 14 rounds. So, so yeah. Thing is, it's going to be interesting to see what the adaptation is for Splyce. What I would worry about if I was EchoFox now, due to the fact that EchoFox have been going kind of for these B takes that have been working again and again, we may see an adaptation from Splyce where they say, all right, let's try to play a 2 or 3 man aggression into B storage initially, right at the start of the round, and if there's no one there, we leave somebody in toxic, maybe with a forward smoke, and then the rest of us just rotate all the way to A, and then we kind of stack A. You know, that kind of stuff, it can be very viable, and especially considering that they've been having some problems on B early in the rounds. That could be a good adaptation for Splyce, but then, you know, EchoFox will be probably thinking, you know, similarly to expect maybe a play like that. So, you know, it's already up in the air as to how the adaptations are going to work and you know, what EchoFox as the opponent Splyce, how they perceive their opponents to react. But right now, they surely are conditioning them to fear B because those B hits are just wrecking them. Yeah.
I mean, we saw DAVEY mount a bit of an offense there in that last round early with AWP. And then I think he tried to rotate away from the site, as one would do, but perhaps reading that, Sean goes like, yeah, we're going to take B anyway, which was nice. So, I mean, Splyce have all the money, sorry, EchoFox have all the money they need now. Splyce have all the money they need now. Sorry, I'm going crazy. Yeah. But the question is, can they get it to work for them? That's a tough question. I mean, they're being exploited all over the map at present. So, I mean, we have seen some aggression from them towards A main as well. But it seems the places where they have chosen aggression for the most part, perhaps they've been unlucky where EchoFox have just been simply been elsewhere. And
the other thing too about you know how you know they can decide to you know what T strategy to use based on their success is that let's say they just do some you know I think there's like a couple pop flashes that are really easy to do where it just kind of crushes any CT aggression if they do decide to do that CT aggression on B storage. I know G2 have all those, and G2 actually use those sometimes when they're going to execute into B because they don't want to get like players picked off before they actually get into B, because then they have less nades. They can't execute all the nades that they're supposed to execute. So it'd be cool to see maybe, you know, a couple pop flashes, then they just do the same thing again. Because let's say they do actually then try to take B storage to CTs, then you get a bunch of favorable trades. So, I mean, you know, it can just work like that. So I would really like to see you know, Sean Gares just calling that until it doesn't work, because that's fun. That's really fun to see the evolution. But they may just go A now. Who knows?
I'm actually quite nerding out on Cash at the moment. One with T pistols on A, and how you play post plant when the CTs are playing retake and they've only got a guy over towards car. And now that wall of smoke thing I spoke about, I will ponder these things. And then I shall make videos full of nerddom, but maybe not until next week.
Yeah, I want to make some videos as well about various things.
Like what then? Sandwiches?
4 Splyce.
On this table?
About 4 Splyce, James.
About 4 Splyce?
Obviously, about 4 Splyce.
4 Splyce.
So what we'll talk about here, this is basically 4 Spy TV. Right now.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Especially the NA edition.
Anti-4 Spy TV. Where we talk about anti-4 Splyce every single round.
Welcome to User Molotov TV. Okay, so both teams back on the buy. CTs have got their big buy out. And lots of spraying going on through the smoke just in case. It seems that the T's are setting up for a mid-take after the Molotov. JR is going to win the duel, but people are getting fragged all over the place. And again, in 2 seconds, 5 people are dead down, 2 of which are on the T side. Man advantage for them gets taken away by DAVEY. Goes for the no-scope, can't find it though, leaving Arya alone, rotating from the B bomb site. Rix is moving onto the site now, but Arya won't get to the car in time. Nice counter-flash timing coming in. Oh, he's going for the brazen play, and he gets punished for it. So the question is the last player on the site, or is he in A main? He's surely in one of the 2 places.
Yeah, so, this is great. Nice little bit of flames there to coax out this this very stubborn T player. He goes Arya with the Deagle, just putting in the meat shots indeed. And that's going to be the round for Splyce. It's been ages since they won a round. They do go down to the last man. And it doesn't really feel as though they're, you know, any closer to solving a solid CT defense against EchoFox right now.
Yeah.
EchoFox seem to just roll over them. I mean, that round right there, that round right there, for example, was just absolute madness. Could have gone either way. I mean, you got a one-on-one at the end there after.
The thing is, five people died in 2 seconds, and we saw one person die because you can't see all his kills at once, right?
Yeah.
So we have no idea what just happened, basically.
Okay, we got the potential for a bit of a, well, just a tiny bit of delay to the mid take. A under the boost. Aben just have a teammates JR in the events for support. JR.
What is that accent exactly?
That's an American accent.
Okay.
Because we just say JR. Like there's no actual R there. But there you go. There you go. So it's going to be one-man deficit for Splyce already. Definitely up against it. They just don't.
See, look, 3 kills, 1 second down. How can we commentate this?
They just don't look like they're supposed to win this map.
It doesn't appear so.
It's just 3 players just standing on, like, just walk over landmines.
So
or something.
nothing's happening, and everyone's dead.
Yeah, 15 to 11, and Splyce. They get reset with that one as well. So good luck, mate. Good luck, mates.
The money is less than stellar for the counter-terrorist side. And it seems that on this day, terrorism may prevail on cash. Scout and 4 pistols for the CTs. Nades onto Arya. The odd flashbang here or there. One could expect some aggressive play here. There's still a standard setup from the Splyce team. They've got 2 towards A. I mean, you're against map points, right? But you're on a 4 spy in this situation. You've only got 1 rifle. Are you going to stack a sight? Because we've seen how hard it is for teams to beat 4 spies. And I feel like you've got to gamble. DAVEY getting painkillered there. He got the stake gun.
Good old stake gun. Flaming stakes. Well, it's Rick's now moving in for the entry, and Forklift is going to pick it up. Still a couple players left though, but it looks like it should be pretty okay right now. So Arya in by MBK. He is done, and EchoFox look like they are about to close it down. There you go. There you go.
And there then is the GG. 1-1. EchoFox take the second map. So again, I mean, it's really hard to look at what was happening in some of those rounds on the CT side, because 1 person will die and then suddenly 4 more will die, and it's like, okay, what just happened to everyone? Where did they all go then? It's like on 125, everyone goes for a duel on both sides, and we see who wins. Anything to say?
Not really. I mean, honestly, Splyce, they had an okay first half. But their CT side, I mean, again, we do see people struggling more with the CT side of cash these days. But they just look so much more flat. They just couldn't defend against the aim battles. Like in all the aim battles that they were faced up against in middle, on the A side, on the B side as well. You know, they were very hard pressed to stop Sean Gares' EchoFox for actually getting in there. And you got to credit the nades definitely of EchoFox, because you could see they had a lot of setups into the B bomb site, so that was very nice to see from them. And that was the formula that just worked over and over again. And I feel like they could have done that the entire T half if they wanted to, but they just mixed it up for variety's sake. But when they were going over the top and mid as well, they were still winning the aim battles. So everything just going the way of EchoFox, looking much stronger on their T side. Splyce just couldn't deliver the CT rounds. And now it's time for, was it Inferno?
Inferno is going to be the 3rd map in this best of 5, so we'll see who can retake or take a lead in this map. I actually thought that there was a good chance for a 2-0 score right here, but hey, I was wrong. We will find out who will go 2-1 in just a few minutes. See you after the break.